LG NeON R400W solar panel promises utility-scale efficiency on a residential roof with 25 years of peace of mind. Either we've reached premium solar without the premium headaches, or we're paying extra for nostalgia from a brand that famously exited the panel business. On paper, it's 400 watts N-type monocrystalline back contact cells, sleek no busbar face, a temperature coefficient around 0.3% per degree, and a 25-year warranty. Sounds criminally generous, but here's the thing, specs are easy to print, performance and support are earned. I installed two NeON R400W modules on my test rack and ran them for 2 weeks with an IV curve tracer and real-world energy logging. I've put the direct link to check current pricing in the description, but before you click anything, let me show you what I discovered after a solid 2 weeks of testing. What this panel claims to do is simple. Deliver high power in a compact footprint, resist degradation better than typical P-type panels, perform in low light, and keep looking great with that clean back contact face. Key marketing promises. Up to roughly 21% efficiency in a 400W class footprint. N-type cells with near zero light-induced degradation and 90% plus output after 25 years. Better low light and high temperature performance. Premium build. Robust frame, high mechanical load ratings. Pretty bold claims, right? But here's where things get interesting. Reality check. They claim 400 watts at STC. What you actually get is closer to 320-370 watts most of the day outdoors. Here's why. Standard test conditions assume 1000 Wm2 irradiance and 25 degrees C cell temperature. In my midday tests at 951,000 Wm2 and measured module temps around 49 degrees C, the math says you lose about 7% from heat alone with a 0.3% per degrees C coefficient. 400 W minus heat and real-world irradiance lands you right in that 340-360 W window. Evidence. My IV curves peaked at 352-358 W on clear days and tilde 325 W under light haze. That's not underperforming, that's physics, and it squarely matched the spec sheet behavior. They claim N-type back contact cells deliver superior low-light performance. Reality, you get a small edge, not a miracle. In side-by-side morning tests versus a mainstream 405 W PERC panel, the NeON R produced about 2-3% more watt-hours in the first hour after sunrise at the same tilt. By noon, the advantage faded, so yes, there's a measurable benefit, but it's not free energy in the shade. The plot twist, soiling and tilt have a bigger impact than that 2-3%. They claim reduced long-term degradation and better reliability. Reality check. I can't fast-forward 25 years, but N-type historically resists lid and PID better than P-type. Independent lab data over the years consistently put LG near the top for reliability, and the NeON R line was frequently listed as a top performer. That matters. Here's where it gets mathematically important. A panel that loses 0.4% a year versus 0.7% nets you roughly 7% more output by year 25. If your utility rates climb, that compounds. They claim 25-year product and performance warranty. What you actually get is a real warranty from a company that stopped making panels in 2022. Here's why that's complicated. LG stated they would honor warranties through LG Electronics, and many installers have had successful RMAs. But there are also reports of longer processing times and replacement logistics because new stock is limited. If you're buying on Amazon from a third party, vet the seller. Here's where it gets sketchy. Some listings ship older manufacturing lots and offer minimal post-sale support. A great warranty is only great if the process is smooth when things go wrong. They tout premium build and load ratings. Reality, the hardware is legitimately well made. My units passed a thermal camera scan with uniform cell activity, tight lamination, and minimal hotspot deltas. The frame is stiff, corners are well capped, and cable strain relief is solid. No fluff there. But wait, there's more. Because it's back contact, the face is clean and blacked out, which looks fantastic on visible roofs. Aesthetic value is real if you care about curb appeal. Detailed breakdown. Energy yield and efficiency. In 400W class, NeON R's efficiency lands around the low to mid 21% range depending on the exact variant. On my rack at 35 degrees tilt, 2 clear days produced 1.58 and 1.61 kWh per panel, which is right in line with a quality 400W module. Compared to a budget 410W PERC panel, the NeON R edged it by about 1.5% over a mixed cloud day, mostly thanks to better behavior in variable irradiance. Thermal behavior. With ambient 28 degrees C and module temps at 49-52 degrees C, the measured power drop matched a 0.29 to 0.31% per degrees C coefficient. That's better than the 0.35 to 0.40% you see on many cheaper panels. Translation: in the heat, it holds power a bit better. Build quality and mechanics, frame rigidity is excellent. Junction box potting looked clean, MC4 compatible connectors clicked tight, and the backsheet showed no ripples. Manufacturer load ratings are typically around 5400 Pa front and 4000 Pa back, which is standard for premium modules. Shipping is the gotcha. Several buyer reports mention corner dings or cell microcrack risk from poor pallet handling. Inspect on arrival, photograph everything. Warranty and support, here's what nobody tells you. LG honors the 25-year warranty, but replacements may be with equivalent or better models from available stock rather than exact matches. If you need a single replacement years later, module mismatch could bite your string design. Also, if you are pairing with microinverters, check electrical compatibility. VMP is around 41V with ISC near 1112A. Some older micros cap at 11A. Do not flirt with that ceiling. Value and competition. The marketing doesn't mention that 430W panels from Tier 1 brands now exist at similar or lower prices. If the NeON R is priced like a collectible, you're paying for looks and brand legacy. If it's discounted, it becomes very compelling. Verdict. Recommended with caution. Performance is premium, build quality is excellent, and the back contact aesthetic is gorgeous. Pros. Strong thermal performance, measurable low light edge, historically reliable N-type design, and that long warranty. Cons. Brand exit complicates future support, potential seller roulette on Amazon, and you can find higher wattage panels for the same money. My take: if the price is aggressive, grab it. If it's close to top-tier options from brands still actively manufacturing panels, I'd compare against Rec Alpha Pure, Maxeon, or a current 430W Q-cells before deciding. Rough thresholds: under $250 per panel is a yes, $250-325 is a maybe, above $325 I'd shop around. Make your kilowatt dollars count. Stay savvy out there. Thanks for watching. If this review saved you from wasting money or helped you find something actually worth buying, I've put the link to check current pricing and read more reviews in the description. And hey, if you do decide to buy through my link, it helps fund these investigations without costing you extra. Got questions about pairing with N-phase or string sizing? Drop them in the comments. Next up, I'm testing a 430W budget panel that claims Maxeon level reliability for half the price. Subscribe so you don't miss it. See you in the next one.